Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you haven't been here before, hi, glad to have you. I am Bella, and if you have been here before and you're still not subscribed, I'm literally so confused. You should probably do that like now. And if you are new, you should probably also subscribe because I would like to think that my content is pretty good, so you don't want to miss out on that. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than other videos. I haven't filmed a video like this in a really long time. I was debating on filming a video about this. I was debating on what to do about this situation. And I'm gonna tell the story. I'm gonna say what I took away from it, like what I learned from it. And then I'm also gonna say like what you guys can do. Let's just get right into it. So it's a story about what happened to me yesterday. I was just running errands really quick. I had to cook dinner here. I was gonna cook some pasta. We were supposed to go to a friend's house and just do a bunch of stuff. I was running late, so I was running around. I went to the liquor store really quick, and then I went to Walmart and I just had to pick up like literally 2 things. And I was in one of the aisles and this man came up to me to paint the picture. He was probably like 5'7", maybe 5'6", definitely like pretty short, super petite, and was seemingly homosexual. Okay, like I don't want to like base judgments. You're like, oh, you could never know, like whatever. From my, like what I took from that was that he was homosexual, okay? And I don't want people to like come for me for that. You could just tell by the way he was acting, the way he was talking, the way that he was dressed, and just like everything. So he comes up to me and he's like, oh my God, you are so beautiful. Your chin is amazing. Your lips are amazing. Your cheekbones, like you are just, oh my God, you are just beautiful. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like, that's so sweet. You just made my day. And it was just very friendly. And then he came in and he hugged me, and I kind of like took a step back and was just like, what? And he hugged me and I was like, okay, like he's just an over touchy, like doesn't know boundaries. Like I've met other people like that in my life that are homosexual, I sound so fucking stupid, that are gay and are just like that. You know what I mean? Like they just are very touchy, and sometimes personal boundaries and personal space like isn't a thing. Also, mind you, this man is a stranger and it also is a pandemic. Like I don't know why you are touching me. But whatever, I was like, okay, like I didn't want to be rude. I was like, he's just trying to be nice. Like, just give me a compliment. Like, he clocked me. Like, he knows I'm a trans woman. He's a gay guy. It's Pride Month. Like, there's so much going on in the world right now. And he just wanted to, like, hype me up a little bit. And then keeps going on. He's like, your legs, because I was wearing shorts. He's like, your legs are so long. Like, you are just so beautiful. Like, oh my God, I'm literally obsessed with you. Your haircut. He goes, your haircut is amazing. I'm obsessed with your haircut. My friend just cut her hair like that. I'm just like, I die for that haircut. And then my friend like literally just like shaved her head. Like, oh my God, she shaved her head. She went crazy, but she looks amazing. And I was like, oh my God, I could never, ever shave my head. That's crazy. Like I would literally never shave my head. And he was like, no, like you could totally pull it off. Like you're so beautiful. And like lifted up my hair and like looked at my head and was like, no, like you could totally pull it off. And I was like, oh my God, I could never, but thank you. And he pulls up his friend's Instagram and is showing me her haircut. I'm like, oh my God, she's so cute. And then he shows me her shaved head. I was like, oh my God, she can totally pull it off. She had like this like indie girl type of vibe, was just super like artsy. It was so fitting for her. When he had his phone out, he added me on Instagram. I didn't really think much of it. Like people add each other on Instagram all the time. Like it's just not really like a big deal. And I was like, oh, like he's sweet, you know? And then he goes in to give me another hug and like kisses me on the cheek. And I was like, okay, like I thought that was really strange. I was like, okay, like I really have to go. Like I'm in a rush. And I was like stepping kind of back from him. And then he proceeds to like grab my chest and ask me an intimate question about my breasts. And I was like, I have to go. And I started to walk away when he glided his hand down my back and touched my butt. And I just started to like walk away, and I was just like so shook by that. And it literally all happened in a time span of like literally like 3 to 5 minutes. I swear to God, like it was so fast. It was so quick. Like I just felt like I was literally just like in the Twilight Zone. Like it just didn't even feel real. I just like didn't really know how to respond to it. So I walked away and I FaceTimed him and I told her what happened. And I was like, wait, it was so strange. It was so weird. He did this. Like, it so caught me off guard. Like, I was, like, rushing through the store. trying to get everything I needed, trying to get home, trying to cook dinner. Like I felt like I was on a time crunch, and sometimes I'm like just so in the zone. And I'm always very, very good about observing my surroundings and things like that. And it just was like, my mind was so cloudy in that moment, and it just caught me off guard, and it was so scary, and it was like so weird, and I had perceived it as if it was going to be like a friendly encounter of just someone hyping me up. It's Pride Month, and you know, just with everything going on, I just felt like it was a good encounter. And then as I'm thinking about it, I told some friends about it, and they were like, you need to get the footage from Walmart, you need to call the police, you need to press charges, it's sexual assault. Like, when he came up to you, you should have screamed, and you should have said, get the fuck off of me, and like, why are you touching me, and you should have left the situation sooner, and you know, all of this stuff. And it's like, okay, like, I get that, and I could have handled it differently. In the moment, it happened like so fast because I had perceived the initial interaction as such a friendly situation, and I just try and be polite. He was being friendly to me, and I was like, oh my God, if I see a gay guy out there and he's visually gay and I can tell, I'm like nice. I'm like, oh my God, I love your haircut. Oh my God, your outfit is so cute. Like, I'm obsessed with you. If I see a trans girl out, I'm like, oh my God, you look so pretty. Like, just subtle things to build each other up. I just feel like because we are so sometimes hard on ourselves, and a lot of us suffer from like depression and anxiety, and sometimes it's really hard to go out in public, and sometimes there's a lot of hurdles that we have to face that a lot of straight people and cis people don't understand. That's what I was interpreting it as, and I was super naive in that moment, and I should have like handled it so differently. I was just taken advantage of, not in like an overly sexual way. Like, I know there's sexual assault where people are really, really intimately taken advantage of, and I'm not trying to compare that to this at all, but it is still like a super uncomfortable situation for me. And it just was like a moment, and it really just like bothered me and kind of hit me hard. And there was two ways I could handle it. I could go to the cops and like press charges and go to Walmart and do the whole thing. I can learn from it and take what I learned from it and try and grow from it. And I mean, that's the route that I'm taking. I just didn't feel like it was necessary to go to the police, and I didn't really know what the police were gonna do. And like in that moment, like all I did was get myself out of the situation. I didn't try to push him, I didn't try to get him off of me. Like, I just left the situation, which was my only like mental thing in my head like to do. And there is more I could have done. Like, the first time he hugged me, I literally could have been like, get off of me, like there's a pandemic, like don't touch me. And I was just trying to be too polite. And I think that that's something that sometimes trans girls can get, as like, I feel like mentally I tried to like feminize myself so much and train myself to be like, just be polite, be feminine, like be respectful, you know what I mean? And sometimes that isn't appropriate, and it's really sad because you can't trust anybody. Literally, you cannot trust anybody in this world. And it was like, to me, I was like, oh my God, this gay guy's coming up. He's hyping me up. Like, yes, like give it to me. Like, give me those compliments. I was like, oh my God, you're so cute. Like, obsessed with you, whatever. And I do that to other people in the LGBTQ community. I don't know. It's just frustrating because now it's like if a straight cis man came up to me, or a seemingly straight cis man came up to me, I would be like, hey, I have a boyfriend. Sorry, like not interested. And I would have just left. But because he was visually homosexual, I was like, oh, okay. Like, I just entertained it, and I shouldn't have done that, and I was taken advantage of because I was too trusting and I was too nice. And I really wanted to share this story because I felt like the takeaway from this was really like, you just can't trust anybody. You need to shut down situations immediately. Like, as soon as he hugged me and I was like, kind of strange, like pandemic, like why are you touching me? I immediately should have been like, okay, like I'm gonna rush, like I have to go. You know, and I didn't do that because I was trying to be polite and I was trying to be nice, and I was just like giving him the benefit of the doubt. And you really can't do that for anybody. Like, you can't trust anybody. Like, even if a woman comes up to me, like I can't do that. Like, you just can't put yourself in those situations. It's inappropriate, and like, who knows what else could have happened if I didn't get myself out of this situation. I wanted other trans girls to hear this story, mainly because I would have never thought that I would be like sexually assaulted, sexually violated by someone in the community in Walmart. Like, you just never know. And I want to share this because there's only one other story on my channel, really early on in my channel, where I talk about being sexually assaulted, and it's so normal. and you really just can feel like there's nothing that you can do. Like, I should have went up to someone in Walmart. I should have told them what happened, and I should have like done something about it in the moment, but I was so overwhelmed. Walmart was closing. There was lines like so far. Like, I really just wanted to leave, and I just wanted to get out of this situation. And I think it's also something like food for thought. Like, you don't need to be polite to everyone. Like, I know you want to be feminine. I know you want to be polite, respectful, dainty. You want to be all of those things. And in the moment, that can kind of get taken from you. And it sucks because I was just like getting hyped up, and I just thought it was someone being nice to me, and that wasn't the case. I mean, like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, and there's nothing I can do about it at this point other than share it. And with the route that I decided to take by not going to the police and things like that, and like, the reason everyone wants me to do that is because, like, who knows what he's going to do to someone else, and who knows the setting he's going to do it to someone else in. I don't know, guys. I just felt like I should share it, and my takeaway really is, like, just you can't trust anybody, and you have to, like, ultra, like, stand up for yourself, and, like, getting out of the situation, like, at least I did that, but, like, still, like, that wasn't enough. Just, like, learn from your mistakes, you know, and learn from your experiences. And I hope that you guys can also learn from my experiences. I feel like sharing this was just like the right thing to do for the other girls out there to hear this, hear a different perspective than like just a trans girl being taken advantage of by a cis guy, a cis straight guy. Like, there's apparently like, news to fucking me, bitch, that there's other ways that this can happen by other people than just like a 6'4" cis man when you're out at a club trying to take advantage of you, or a 6'4" cis man coming up to you being creepy in Walmart or Target or the gas station or whatever. Like, oh no, girl. There is a whole nother route of people. So it's just, you really have to be aware for everything. And now, like, I don't even want to talk to people anymore. Like, I don't want people to come up to me. I don't want compliments. Like, girl, just let me do my thing. Like, thank you, but no thank you is really like how I feel about that. But I just wanted to share this. I love you guys so much. And thanks for always supporting me. Let me know down in the comments below, like, what your thoughts are. Have you ever experienced something like this? Like, this is bizarre as fuck, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Like, this isn't normal. But that is the story, and those are my thoughts on it, and I hope I articulated well enough. You guys know that I never have talking points. You guys know that I just talk and share my thoughts, and you guys love that. Sometimes I feel like it comes across a little bit scatterbrained and just all over the place, and I apologize for that if it does. That's never like my intention, but I hope the point got across well, the story got across well, what I learned from it, what I wanted you guys to learn from it, and just hear about it. Like, we need to hear about other experiences like this. Like, I never hear of an experience of a trans girl getting sexually assaulted by a gay guy, and like, I didn't even think that that was like going to be a thing. Like, I just thought everyone in the community looked out for each other, and that's just not the case. It's just not, and that's it. But I love you guys so much. Make sure to follow my Instagram. Make sure to leave me a comment down below. Make sure to like the video, and make sure to subscribe. If you do not subscribe, I'm mad at you. Not really, but like, I am. Okay, guys, I love you guys so much. Bye.